Okay, we're recording. Alright, as you know, this is the starting page. I removed the other icons so that they won't be in the way, so that I can concentrate on one. Mainly because, as you see, I've changed the icons a bit. For example, each icons now have this glowing effect. Each icon is now your alludes to your social media accounts. For example, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I can add more social medias if you do have them. I added a little bit of glare, like blare, so that it would be like a button. Okay, like animations work. I just love this tag. Let's move on. Each of this work. Okay, and around 2401. Each image you can how do I say it? Maximizes when you come towards them. I will add an animation like on top. It's just I specifically don't add it because like to only work on the site itself. Then I'll add it later on. This is just a rough draft. Okay, part one of the NRF 2401. I'll remember that name forever. But okay, let's go down. As you see, everything is not of subtle. Colors are present. Colorful. We have orange, pink, blue, as in dark blue. Light blue and dark blue. Images, all of them maximized. I made sure of that. Okay, next, bigger image. We see this defines. Next, the sides are not conjoined yet, so for purposes of how do I say it? Like it will be easier for me to like write them this way. Then I'll conjoin them, as in like make them link to each other. By the way, I made in statement inline coloring for it to be easier to read. Bluish pink headings, softer headings. Oh, by the way, I need to fix this one. By the way, okay, NRL 2401 parts 4. By the way, you might see bugs like this, little bugs like this. For example, lines of code. Well, it will be rare, but some lines of code won't show. Don't rest assured, because like I have accounts of each of them, and I'll fix them right away. It's just I was more concentrated on the whole site at large than just these little bugs. They are fixable. I'll fix them right away. Just in this presentation, you might see some. You will see some lines like they have disappeared, but it will be rare, and believe me, I'll fix them. I have accounts of all of them. As we see, this is a wonderful example. All defines are colored green, comments light blue, and all the type of variables and type divs are colored dark blue. Okay, let's move on. And as well, and lines of code which do not allude to the aforementioned variables are colored white. Variable strings, sorry. Either way, let's move on. Okay, as we see the code is present. By the way, I just love the coloring of the code, as in dark and light gray. It's just like I just love it. So code is present, buttons work, but they are not linked to the site. Either way, part 5. Well, I think you get the point. By the way, while loops as well as for loops are colored orange, and if statements as well as else statements are colored violet. You'll see them in a second. If statements as well as else statements are colored violet. Yeah, this is part 6. Yeah, part 6 C file, and the same error 2401 colored orange. As you see, everything is colored. Okay. Part 7, dude, how can you write so much? So the hell you're getting it all. Especially this, getting all the spaces. Oh, by the way, switch statements are colored orange. As we see, everything is here. Let's move on. Documents the programmer needs. By the way, as I said before, in some inline statements are colored, are just colored. For example, like for the purposes of you getting a better understanding of what the statement says. For example, this year lists are present, sub lists are also present, headings I made sure to color, not all of them are colored, but I'll fix that later. Also, headings are colored. Let's move on. I don't know if I said about pictures. Maximize while loops. Yeah, maximize. They'll maximize. What is that I'm reading? Yeah. Now we go to clock frequency, rotary encoders. Well, I think you get the points. Inline. Some inline statements are colored for the purpose of for better reading. This is colored. The code is almost all code is present. Also colored. Oh, scheiße, I forgot to color this one. Alright, I'll do it straight away. Well, I kind of disagree on this one. How do you interface two or more devices without I2C? Well, I disagree. Well, I think you get the point by now. It's tempted tips using device ID and flash. Everything is colored, everything is fancy, everything is the same format, same background. I'll need to make something. Okay, I'll need to. I'll need to tabulate this one. It's not a problem, by the way. Tabulated. Okay. Well, that's it. Let's go back to the main one. That's basically the whole site. I just a little bit of refurbishing, linking, and then I'll very soon make the how's it called? Commenting system. It's just a huge drag to make it, as it removes the backend. But either way, that's the whole site. Okay.